John Gaxi here with another episode of 10-Minute Real Food, and today we're doing pancakes, so stick around. Alright, so today we are making some pancakes, and these are very easy, very simple, and much healthier than what you're used to, so no need to buy anything boxed, no need to buy anything frozen. I'm going to show you how to make them very, very simple and very balanced too. So what I'm going to start is by just preheating the skillet, and I'm going to preheat it maybe to a medium, so it can be nice and warm when we're done, okay? Now, here, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take half a banana. I made some yesterday. So I have the other half here. I'm just taking off the yellow stuff, whatever it's called, peel of the banana. And what I want to do is I want to mash the banana. So you just use the fork like this, like you would with baby food. Let me put something on here. Mash the banana. And what you want to do is you just want to cream the banana. So I usually take the bowl like this and just make sure there's no big chunks. And that isn't really because of texture wise, that's just because I want every pancake to have some of this. This is going to be our binder. It's going to help us bind along with the eggs as well. So okay. Once that's nice and mashed, as you can see, baby food, you crack 2 eggs in there. Get all that out. We get our whisk our eggs, whisk it all together. Make sure it's nice and combined. Now we're going to add some more liquid. So I have some almond milk here. You can use any kind of milk that you so wish. Add in a couple tablespoons here. Very good. Add some cinnamon. We're going to add some baking powder. And I just buy the regular baking powder in the yellow box, and I just put it in here. It makes it easier for me. And add a pinch of salt. So the banana gives it that sweetness. So as you can see, I didn't add any sugar, but the banana will give it that sweetness. So a lot of the pancakes that you eat nowadays that you can buy frozen or in a box usually have a lot of flour. But since we're using a combination of banana, and we're using a combination of eggs as protein, I really don't need to put as much flour as you normally would put in a regular recipe. So here, as you can see, all I'm going to use is 1.5 tablespoon of flour. And this is actually a buckwheat pancake and waffle mix. It's buckwheat, and it's a Bob's Red Mill. And that's it. I just mix that all up. Incorporate some air in there. Get all those bubbles out, as you can see. And then all you want to do is just whisk it a little bit. Add some froth in there. And you're good. Now I'll take my ladle and my spatula. Come over here. Put that to the side, so I can feel it's nice and warm. So what I want to do is just take some cooking spray. I have a non-stick pan here. Take some cooking spray. And all you do is grab your ladle and you put it down here. Like that. We're going to make a couple here. So I need just a little bit more heat. So when you preheat it, actually you can put it on high. That would be better. Because what you want to do, as a matter of fact, is when you put it on, you want it to be nice and hot. As you can see, these ones are coming apart a little bit, but that will work just fine. So let's, while we wait for those to heat up, we can start making the syrup. So we're going to make a syrup here. Let me just rinse this really quick. And we're going to make a syrup here. So what I'm going to do is also minimize the sugar content. And I'm going to add some peanut butter. Add some peanut butter there. And like I kept this is room temperature peanut butter, that's why it's nice and creamy like that. And then I add some maple syrup, as you can see here. About a tablespoon. And then I add some vanilla. So we'll drop and some of the same almond milk that I used earlier. And then I just whisk that. And because the peanut butter was room temperature, it's easy to just whisk it. And if it's cold, if it's in the fridge, just put it in the microwave for several seconds and you should be okay. You just want it to be warm enough where you can spread it. There we go. Now let's give it a try here. Oh, very good. Tastes like peanut butter cookies. Alright, so we're back here with the pancakes. And like I mentioned, when you preheat it, you want to put it on high. You don't want to put it on medium. That way when you put the pancake on, it starts cooking immediately. So they usually get like that, and they usually get stuck to the spatula. So what I do, put a little bit of that there. And that's because the reason it came apart like that on the spatula is because it's not cooked at the bottom yet. So you want to, once again, make sure you put it on high. Alright, this one seems like it's ready. So you just want to slip your spatula under there and turn it like that. Look how beautiful that is. You want to do the same thing with this one. And now let's turn this one. And you do want to have a leveled skillet, a griddle. As you've seen in some of my previous shows, I had one that was kind of lopsided, and this helps to keep it even so that things aren't sliding and becoming more like squares and maps than circles like you see here. So I'll just give it another turn, see if it's nicely cooked. Yep, they're done. Well, maybe not that one, but that one's done. This one too. Let's go for round 2. And so like I mentioned, when you put a good ratio of eggs and you put a good ratio of carbohydrates, in this case the banana and the flour, then you get a more healthier pancake. And you know, we didn't add so much sugar because we're doing we're adding some peanut butter and we're adding some almond milk into our syrup, so it's not just pure sugar, but it's still sweet enough to where it's palatable. So you see, these don't take very long. They are a little runnier. If you want to get a more sturdy pancake, then you want to add just a little bit more of the flour. But for me, this is just fine. The ratio is just great. So it just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience. Once you see the bubbles come up there, you want to make sure that those bubbles are popped, because that allows air to go in there and cook it. So when you see the bubbles come up like that, that means that it's almost ready. So I'm going to try to see if I can flip this one. Might need a little bit longer. Alright, this is going to be kind of messy, guys. Oh, there it is. Yeah, once the spatula slides in nicely under there, then you are good to go. You see that one is still a little sticky. And this recipe makes about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 pancakes. And if you want larger pancakes, then you can just, actually the last one I think I'll show you how to make a larger pancake. That one's done. That one's done. That one's almost done. And let's make one last one here. So you can make a larger pancake if you want. But you get the picture, you get the idea. Now let's serve it up. So here you are, or here you have it, your pancakes. You have your syrup here. Look at that. And it's healthy, it's good for you. So, here you have it, a nice healthy pancakes in 10 minutes. Enjoy, because I will. Very good. Take a look at that.
Fireball.